So what'd you do for Valentine's? Fuck!
Hi everybody, welcome to No More Whoppers. I hope this podcast finds you well. My name is Ray Barnholt, your Northern California Mazda dealer. And with me as always, host of the podcast Final Fantasy 7 and 10, Alex Fraioli.
No, you got it all wrong. It's seventh guest in 5.5.
Look, I'm just reading what's on the card.
Oh.
My producer came in, she asked you what you wanted to talk about. It's what's on the card.
Sarah wrote that?
We're here. I mean, we can talk about, something else you're doing, or we can talk about Final Fantasy 7 and 10.
All right, you're right. We can talk about... Well, wait a minute. No, that's not the name of it.
Okay, but what's going on next week on the show?
I don't know. I haven't recorded it yet.
Okay, well, I mean, where are you in the game? Are you past Midgar?
Yes, I just got out of Midgar.
Okay. Are you gonna try and date Barrett?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Just checking. All right, sounds good. So look forward for that. That's FF7 in 10 in X rather .libsyn.com. You can find that.
Hold up there. We're talking about Dickie Barrett, right? From the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. And Jimmy Kimmel Live, is that it? Because I am playing a modded version of the game where he, it's him and... Fuck that, I'm done with this.
Thank you, God. Alex, how are you doing?
I'm a flash mob.
Good, doing very well. It's good here in Japan.
It's gonna be a good show, I can tell.
School's winding down.
Yeah.
That's about it, really.
School out yet? For summer? Forever?
No, I think 23 days until graduation,
Hot for
according
teacher.
to the sixth graders countdown. No!
Smoking in the boys' room?
No!
What's another school song?
On Wisconsin?
No, not songs you play at school.
Oh,
Fucking band nerds. Can't take
school,
this.
School for Scoundrels?
School of Hard Knocks.
Anybody.
National Lampoon's High School High.
There we go. Rodney Dangerfield in a classroom.
There we go.
I love that one.
Modern classic.
Okay.
So, yeah. You like teaching?
No.
Okay.
No. I like goofing around with kids as long as they're not, punching me. But
right.
The actual teaching itself, I don't think I'm that great at. So I'm not going to miss that part.
All right. Do you have any school stories for us this week? Because
no.
I just want to lead that up with something before you do. So, but you already said no. So I can just stop talking right about now.
Standard stuff like everyone had an orange slice in their lunch one day, so I put the peel in my
soda.
mouth.
Okay.
And the first graders found it hilarious because it is. That's
you put it. You just put it there, and that's hilarious.
So it looks like I have orange mouth,
Oh, that. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I totally misheard you. I thought it was like you put it in a lunch bag or something, and that was suddenly hilarious.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm hyper today.
God. Where's my NMW.text here? I gotta get this shit going.
I think it's that Brain Age game I was playing. It was keeping me too active.
All right, here we go. Gold subscriber stick it. No, that's later.
It's...
Okay, do your thing.
Okay.
Good for you.
No, I'm just kidding. As we've said previously on the show, this is our second year of No More Whoppers.
That's right.
It's a Whoppapalooza.
The terrible twos.
Yeah, pretty much.
I never. Wait a minute. Hang on. Can I examine that phrase for a sec?
Sure. Why not?
Why isn't it just terrible two? Why is it the terrible twos? Why is it plural? I mean, you're only two for 1 year.
I guess I think the implication is that everybody goes through it. Everybody goes through the terrible twos.
I certainly didn't.
Thing that you don't know that for sure. I mean, do you even remember it?
No. I have a vague memory. I have a vague recollection of pooping on shag carpeting, but I don't know that I was 2 when I did that.
No, but that was probably a fun Valentine's Day.
It was great.
Yeah. All right. Well, like I said, it is our second year, and we've done a whole lot over that past year, right?
I think so.
And we have a lot of what I would say fond memories.
Fond is a strong word.
Well, sure, but with that in mind, I'd like to introduce something new that I'll be doing throughout the coming indeterminate amount of time on the show. Something I like to call No More Whoppers Memories.
Oh, good.
And if you'd indulge me, Alex, I'd like to play one right now.
Okay, good. I didn't. Right. Okay.
Here we go. No More Whoppers Memories.
I'm Alex.
This has been a No More Whoppers memory. So look out for more of those on the show as we continue.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, ... powerful.
Yeah.
That's
a triumph.
Yes. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
So yeah, look out for more memories.
Okay.
Anything else in your life? Because I can talk about something.
Hang on. I'm so moved by the memory.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I lost my train of thought here.
I'll give you a moment.
All I've got really is a big old media roundup later on. But before
let me okay.
Yes.
Does it involve Batman? Because if it does, I am walking away from this microphone, going into the toilet, and taking a big poop.
Not this time.
Thank God.
Batman makes you poop too?
It's weird, right? I don't get it. Something about that guy.
I just wanted to inspire people. Okay, to poop. Before I do the media roundup, I'll get to that. I did want to do a brief bar update.
Oh, yes. Please.
It's not 100% yet because I haven't seen the apartment, but my accountant found an apartment for me.
Okay. Is it out of the goodness of his heart?
I'm kind of thinking, I don't know this for sure, and it doesn't matter one way or the other. I'm kind of thinking he has some kind of a financial stake in this because he was even pointing it out to me the first time I met him in like September.
I see.
We were just walking along around his office, outside of his office, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta move back to the city, so I gotta find a cheap place. And he points up to the exact building. He's like, you can move in right over there. The rent's pretty cheap. It's only about 38,000 yen a month. I'm like, oh, okay.
Wink.
Yeah, there was winking involved. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, that's the apartment that he's recommending to me. Oh yeah, also he recommended it to me in an email, and then I'm like, okay, do you have any details? And he emails me back the exact specifications, the size of it. He emails me a PDF of the entire layout. Pretty sure he's got a stake in this.
Yeah,
but
several photographs.
Yeah.
Profiles of the neighbors.
A toe.
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know why, but that reminded me of when George was a real estate agent on Seinfeld earlier in the run. And there was that one episode where he tried to get the apartment for Jerry.
I don't remember that.
And there's that line like, if you don't take it, I can take it.
I know this guy already has a house.
Well, sure. But
I've been in his house.
To unload this thing.
I played Tekken 4 in his house.
Right, yeah.
His wife is very sweet.
Okay. But is she good at Tekken?
She was awful.
Okay.
Anyway, hoping he can hook me up with a wife, too.
Yeah. A strong Tekken playing wife.
Yes.
It's good to have a strong Tekken household.
It is.
In modern Japan, I would say. Okay, so we got that apartment thing, but what about the bar itself?
Son, this is a Virtua Fighter house. The bar itself... Well, hang on, I'm not done with the apartment stuff.
Oh.
It's... I've told you over the internet, and it's a shame, but I have to pay 100,000 yen in key money. Maybe it goes to him. Maybe that's why he's such a big fan of this apartment.
Yes.
Folks, key money is a terribly outdated Japanese concept. Actually, I told my dad about this. He said they used to have it in Manhattan, too, but they got rid of it. You know why? Because they're civilized and sane over there. Here, it's just, you got to pay. It's gift. It's the kanji is literally... respect money. It's like it's gift money.
Yeah,
is what you're giving.
Yeah, that's too much.
And it's 100,000 yen, which is I'm gonna say about $1,200 these days. Just as a gift for letting me. Oh, thank you so much for letting me pay you every month. Right. Here's a gift for allowing me to give you steady money.
How outdated is that? Is that like? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know the history of realty in Japan. or renting or how that works, but it's been around for a while, I think. And of course, in Japan, it's very, very difficult to do away with tradition, even if it's awful.
Really?
I know. Who'd have thought?
Tell me more.
Well, it's 38,000 yen a month. I'm going to see it next weekend when I go for a job interview.
Okay.
And after
that is much less a month.
Yes, it is. And I did the math. After about 5 months, I will have broken even as if I had continued to live in the apartment I'm in now, because this one is 60,000 yen a month. 100,000 bucks in key money plus 5 months of 38,000 yen a month divided by 5 comes out to about 60,000 yen a month. So it's not a tragedy. And after that 5 months, I am going to start saving mad money with Jim Cramer.
Right.
Because, the rent is low, and that's great.
Has he been detained yet?
I don't know.
We'll see.
Can we get him on the show?
Maybe.
I think No More Whoppers is a must-buy. How about that?
Sell! You're an idiot if you don't sell!
More like IP whoa!
No More Whoppers.
All right.
God damn it. Money.
Can we talk about the bar itself yet?
Wait a second!
God.
What are you riding my ass for? I'll
Because
get to
I'm
it!
anxious.
Well, fucking wait! Calm down!
You've hyped it up. All this. Okay. I'm Ray.
All right. The only other thing I had to mention is...
I say that instead of the word calm.
What, I'm Ray?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm calm?
I'm Ray as a clam.
I'm Ray as a cucumber? No,
Right.
forget that.
That works too.
After the apartment stuff and the job interview stuff, I'm going to Genesis, the inspiration for my video game bar, and maybe have a drink with Tomomi, who is the girl who I found a phone number in my pants pocket after a weekend a couple months ago and decided to actually call her. So she's having a girls' party that night, but if she gets done early, she's going to hop over to Genesis. We might have a couple drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. Anyway, that's all I got. Raymond, take it away.
Thank you, Alex.
Okay. Oh, wait,
Hi.
the bar talk. Hang on.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, not much news on the bar front. What do you want? You want me to
You
manufacture
opened
something?
it with bar news. You went to this apartment crap, then you went to the girl.
Yes.
And now
Hey, jackass, listen to me. Getting a job and a place to live in the city is part of bar news. Because nothing's going to happen unless I get that shit done.
Well, maybe you should have made that clearer.
No, maybe you should just understand what things mean.
Instead of saying bar news, you should have said, here's what's going on in bar world.
Alex?
Alex.
Steve!
Please continue.
No, I'm done.
Oh. So you haven't opened the bar yet?
No, my fucking God.
I think the mood is a little bit heightened here. I think maybe we should take a break for another No More Whoppers memory. How about that?
I think it's a good idea.
Right. No More Whoppers memories.
I drank until about 8 or 8:30.
This has been a No More Whoppers memory. Feeling better?
A little bit.
Good.
Good times.
Yeah, for sure.
That's when I die. If I die, that's gonna be one of the moments that flashes before my eyes.
Yeah.
as the dirigible is falling to Earth,
Right. Or meteor.
or meteor.
Topical.
Yeah, you know what? That happened last week, I guess.
Yeah. So, all right. So let me talk about my life.
Okay.
This week, I had an assignment to go to a press event
Oh, fun.
for Capcom. They're showing off new games. It's a thing that happens in this field. Every once in a while, they'll have some sort of quarterly little press event. It's usually, it can be as big as them sending you off to a faraway land to check out some games in a hotel, or just downtown in a hotel to check out games.
Downtown.
It was the latter this week. My point is that these things are always sort of very interesting in the way that they sort of cater to people who act as if they've never played video games before in their life.
Oh, boy.
And especially odd when, you have a lot of, I'd say most people who work at video game sites have a certain level of expertise. They know how to play games, at least.
Sure.
Maybe their opinions are crazy. Or
A jumps, B shoots.
Exactly. So it's always weird to me, quite often, and this is, by the way, taken from my experience this week. Almost any time you go down and sit down and play a game, if you make any sort of mistake, you instantly have the PR person next to you jumping on you and telling you what to do and say, no, do this, push that button. Even if you know exactly what you're doing, you just make a little mistake and they just jump all over it. And it's like, I get it. Okay, maybe I haven't played this game. Maybe I haven't, or, maybe it's re-released or something. I haven't played it in a while. I still need some degree of acclimation just because of the fact that I'm sitting down and playing a new video game.
That would drive me insane.
Yeah. So I mean, you have to kind of learn to keep a smile on your face and just say, all right. Yeah, I got it. Thank you very much. But I can totally understand it because there are people who do walk in and act as though it really is the first video game they've ever played. And, I understand having to sort of guide those people along because you don't want some sort of mistaken thing to come along, and they criticize the game for something that's not really right, because they didn't know how to play it or something.
Right.
Nevertheless, I mean, these people come in and they it's not just the fact that they are ignorant, it's the fact that they revel in it. I mean, most of these people will proudly ask their questions without a hint of modesty, how to play it or whatever.
Wait, you say revel?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks.
Is this like a chrono thing?
Yep. Yeah, it is.
Okay,
Deal with
great.
it, okay?
Keep it up.
Anyway, I'm not saying those people are idiots who, or anything. I'm just amazed by the audacity, the pure audacity of just sitting down and go, okay, what's this about? What's this? How do I do this? Okay, great. Whoa, Wii U, huh? Crazy. So,
I saw that commercial.
yeah, well, that was almost like, that was a half impression of one of the guys who were there.
Oh, no. Was it like a Mr. Caffeine situation?
No, he had, not a PR person, just the guy who was there attending. He just had that sort of voice to him, that sort of charisma. So I'm just always amazed by that. And there's another thing where I was sitting there playing Monster Hunter, and behind me, the PR guy is doing a little on-camera interview. Because, oftentimes if you go to these game sites, I'll have little videos where you have a one-on-one guy with a mic standing next to the PR person. They're sort of giving them a quick interview about the game.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy and the interviewer was just like astounded. Had never heard of Monster Hunter before, despite the fact this is Monster Hunter 3, and it probably at least the 7th or so release in America. So, I mean, it's been around. And Capcom, tries to, make a big deal out of it. But anyway, the PR guy was explaining that the game was an action game, action RPG, and you go around hunting monsters and yada yada. And then this guy just basically gave it back to him, like, so in this action RPG, are you like a human, or do you become a monster? Like, what's going on here? And I'm just, oh my god. You just gotta look at the damn thing on the screen. Do you really, I mean, okay, if you're just like the on-camera talent, that's fine. I don't expect you to know everything, but you could at least do a cursory glance of Wikipedia, take that second or two to learn a little bit, and not act like such a fool. Unfortunately, I haven't found this video. I thought I caught the name of the site that the guy was doing it for, but I haven't found it yet. So I was hoping to have a sample of it here for you today, but
I'm going to throw out a guess. Let's see here. Ace Hardware. They want to, for some reason, they want to branch out and do video game coverage.
Right.
They don't know anything about it. Let's send out a guy. You know what this sounds like to me, actually? Like the video game equivalent of the late Huell Hauser.
Oh, man.
Just amazed, not quite understanding exactly what it is, asking a lot of questions that really don't have to be asked.
Yeah.
You know what you should do? You should turn that into like a character, like a Sacha Baron Cohen thing. Like you go to these things and you intentionally be like that guy.
Yeah. I should.
Yeah.
That might be a problem just because there's a lot of competition for characters who go around to press events and trade shows and things and actually do
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you go to E3, there's a lot of that because that's just like a jungle and everybody's just trying to get their own piece of the pie there. But no, I do like that idea. Yeah.
You could do it. You could, ask questions.
So this is called a Nintendo.
Why is it called Silent Hill if I can hear everything?
So you have the screen on this thing, and then you also look at the TV screen. Man, I used to do a better Huelhauser. I really did.
Oh, Lordy.
Rest in peace. So that's just a sample of my experience at that thing. Just getting just another round of being told what to do when I do know what to do. It's just that I make a little screw up every now and then.
Amazing.
Because, I'm human, and also it's a game with usually unpredictable events happening in it. But of course, not everybody on the staff is like that. Obviously, people will. There's the other extreme where people just don't care and will just sit there and watch you, and they don't give a shit. But then, of course, there's also middle ground people who will actually give you like a few minutes if you're totally stuck, visibly stuck, and they will kindly go over and you should probably just go up on the ledge over there. Yeah, there you go. Okay, like that. So,
all right, there's a monster over there. You're gonna want to hunt it.
You don't know how right you are. Swear to God. I should add that, that thing with me was happening while I was playing Monster Hunter. And I sat down the first time and I told the guy, I've played this before on Wii a little bit, so I do know the basics. But again, I needed to get a bit reacclimated to the controls and whatnot because I haven't played it in a long time. So then, but nevertheless, that led to me just getting told to... lock on, unsheath your weapon. No, yeah, turn around. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Do you think those guys applied for that job because they honestly like video games, or do you think they just needed a job?
It's just this former.
Okay.
I think a lot of people who go work at game companies to represent game products, typically they will come from the game industry to begin with, or they already have aspirations of being in the game industry somehow. Like they'll either want to write for a site, or they'll accept being a community manager at a game company or something like that. But then there are the people who do work for the PR company who are separate from the actual game company,
right?
Who can't they juggle different clients. They don't know everything all at once. That's actually different from the people who sit with you in front of the game. They are from the company.
I only ask because it seems like if you were a guy who loved video games and you wanted to have that job, it would and you're dealing with, video game journalists, I guess, all the time at these events. I would assume that you, being a big fan of games, maybe walked down that road before, in trying to find a job based around games. Maybe you would know that they know how to control a thing and that it is their first time playing this game for some people, and like not to lecture them so much about how to jump or whatever.
Yeah, but that's the thing that I said earlier, is that they kind of cater to the lowest common denominator, let's say.
I know, but how many of those lowest common denominator people are in attendance at those events though in general?
I don't know, but apparently something may have happened enough times where they sort of gear that towards everybody.
Okay.
I don't know. It's probably, it's a case probably of mainstream writers from tech sites or just general magazines who may come in for this thing, not with any great intent to see what the new upcoming stuff is, just to get a report filed and be done with it. So,
okay.
I mean... They're probably middle-aged guys, not huge gamers. They probably have a Wii that their kids play, but that.
We need 250 words for the tech corner on page 32.
Right. Then if it spills out into another page, it'll say "See Tech," page 18.
And I bet it starts with "Japan loves hunting monsters," or some variation of that.
Actually, no. I think you would need some extra knowledge of the game industry to say something that cliched.
Oh yeah.
In fact, that's probably sort of what I wrote.
Oh, no.
My article about Monster Hunter was half about the fact that this is probably like another chance for them to be relevant in this country. because it's so huge in Japan, and
we'll workshop it.
it's not my best work. It's been workshopped, Alex. It's published.
Oh, shit.
Sorry.
We got to retract it.
With me, as always, editor-in-chief of OneUp.com, Alex Fraley.
We need an expert on Japanese culture.
Michael Bay des.
Of course.
All right.
A natural. So that's the sort of fun it is in this field.
Hey, video games.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I mentioned, of course, OneUp.com. That's where I wrote those previews. Maybe not my super best work, because I also got to do my favorite thing, which is interview Japanese developers with about 5 minutes preparation.
Oh, boy.
And having to improvise that. And so I stumble and fumble and look and sound like a nervous wreck. And those recordings have been duly deleted.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Man, I could have made some great drops.
I wish. Oh, boy. Thank God. That's all I'll say. But yeah, no, that's another thing that I have been subjected to. And, it doesn't work out for me. It's the fact that, it's just having to go through that extra layer of the interpreter and then having to sort of sit there and not know exactly who to look at after the answer has been said,
Yeah.
Like you sort of glance over to the subject and then the interpreter and then the guy, then the interpreter again. And it's just like, okay. All the while I'm, that double dare countdown is going down in my head trying to figure out the next question because I only have that amount of time to prepare a next question.
Yeah. I haven't done a lot of interviews, but they did make me incredibly nervous.
Yes. I think it's because of that language barrier thing.
It might be.
I wish to God I could just interview someone who spoke English.
I think I'm right here, man. No?
Tell me your story, Alex.
All right. Well,
that's called Italian sushi.
Tell us about the new Mario Brothers.
It's not, well, you jump around. There's coins involved.
Will the Jelly Man feature in this episode?
Yes.
Okay.
You can play. He's selectable.
Okay, yeah. Good.
You can play. Wait, fuck. No. I forgot what I was saying.
Oh, sorry.
You ass. You derailed me. Oh, yeah, interviews.
Well, now you know how I feel.
I would get nervous, not because I was, nervous about what it was. It's just because I didn't have any experience doing it. It's like when I first started teaching as an ALT in front of a group of 30 kids. Like the first month or so, I was very nervous because I'd never done it before. But then, eventually you kind of settle into it and you become comfortable and it feels natural and you get confident and it can even be fun.
Yeah.
But I've only done a handful of interviews, and one of them was really the only big one I ever got to do was Dave Smith. I think in 2003 at E3, Dave Smith, who was doing news for OneUp, I was doing freelance for OneUp, invited me to sit in on a Hideo Kojima interview that he was doing. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, fuck, I don't know, what do I do? Like he was very, very helpful and very kind, and so I didn't feel embarrassed or nervous to talk to him about it. I'm like, dude, I've never been to an interview before. Like, what do I do? Mm-hmm. And he's like, well, you just sit there and take notes, and if you have any questions, if there's any time afterwards, you can ask him some questions. And that's pretty much just what happened. And I asked, I didn't know what kind of questions to ask. I just wanted to ask anything. So I'm pulling out the dumbest shit, like, when can we expect a Police Knots remake? And he's just like, never. Like, okay, great, thanks. Whoa. Yeah. And then I quietly sweated my way out of the room.
What's Colonel Campbell really like?
He's a peach.
Yeah. No, that was me this week, basically.
But don't you get
not
more...
that nerdy, but it was because also I only had 5 minutes to prepare. I didn't know when my interview was going to be scheduled, so I walk in there after the event starts. I'm told it'll be in 15 minutes. Okay, great. I have exactly 7 minutes to play this game to get some sense of it and then rattle off some sort of questions. So what it devolved into was me basically sitting there going, so what's new in this version?
Oh, boy.
Okay, great. So are those weapons always available?
Funny you ask that. No. After the beginning of the game, weapons are sequentially taken away from the player. Till the end, you just got your bare fists.
That I would have felt really proud about, but that didn't happen.
You always feel really good when you ask what you think is a dumb question, and the person is like, "Oh, glad you brought that up."
Yeah, jeez. Tell me about it. That almost happened, sort of, but it led to them telling an anecdote from the development. But then I looked it up later when I was writing an article, and he already related it in Famitsu, like the week before.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel that really merited covering that.
Now, hang on. What was the question that you asked him that caused him to go on for 15 minutes about how 9/11 was an inside job?
I don't know. It was just like, what do you think about San Francisco? And all of a sudden he said, well, the thing about American cities is something. Yeah, it got to that, and it was a real mess.
Wow.
And then I'm the one that gets escorted out? Come on. Give me a break. You let him into the country.
That's. You should have hooked up with him for dinner afterwards, I think.
Yeah, I wish.
Tell me what you meant. Yeah, my dinner with, what was his name?
I didn't give you the name.
Oh. We'll make it up.
Go ahead. Give me a name.
Let's see. Andre? No, shit! God damn it.
Yeah, it works.
All right.
Andre Takanaka.
Is Takanaka a name?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it sounds like one of those things that at first maybe somebody made it up, but it could also be real.
Well, what is that, like Italian coffee?
No, it's Japanese.
Right. So yeah, I don't know. What else can I say? That was basically my crazy day there.
Es miajon.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Well, should we take a break?
I think that's a stupendous. Yes, let's take a break.
Or should we close it out with one more No More Whoppers memory?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I could go for another memory.
All right, great. No More Whoppers memories.
My first year in Japan, I was fresh out of college. For some reason, I was obsessed with writing Dragon Quest poetry.
This has been a No More Whoppers memory. All right. Well, we'll be back with
I don't
more
know
No
if
More
that's
Whoppers.
one I wanted to relive.
We'll be back with more No More Whoppers after this.
No.
She's at a nice age, right page, ready to be killed by the feel. She's at a nice age, right page, ready to be killed by the feel. The child in her smiles cried, for her innocence smashed. There's nothing left of her party dress. The bow in the air is on there. She's at a nice age, right page, ready to be killed by the field. She's at a nice age, right page, ready to be killed by the field.
Folks, we're back as No More Whoppers. That's Ray. He's Alex.
Wait.
I'm just Bob.
Wait, this is a two-man operation.
Okay, I'm kidding. You know I like to kid around here.
Chaos.
And you know, I don't know about you. I just can't get enough of these No More Whoppers memories. I got to play another one if you don't mind.
You're right. You don't know about me. Okay.
So here we go. No More Whoppers memories.
I literally collapsed into a bed of Big Macs.
This has been a No More Whoppers memory. It really shows you how far we've come. It really does.
Oh, I'm gonna have a Big Mac tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was paid to plug Mac tonight.
It's 25 years in the making.
Which is really weird that they would pay somebody to promote a mascot. I don't
Folks,
understand it either.
we're here to build awareness for Crash Bandicoot. And also Big Boy.
Oh, I love Big Boy.
I know you do. All right, Alex, what's next on our
I
docket?
also love the restaurant of the same name. All right, I wanted to say something about X in 10. Raymond, you're familiar with X in 10.
You right? Yeah.
All right. It's a 10... well, here it is, in case you didn't know. It's a 10-minute podcast, a daily show, 5 days a week, where I play a video game, in this case, Dragon Quest VII, and I just describe what's happening, and I do stupid voices, and everybody has a good laugh and goes home.
Love it.
All right. I got a question, though. Was X in 10, I didn't check, mentioned on GAF or something? Because I was getting tweets like, hey, the internet wants you to do this with your project. And I'm like, fuck, no? Like, what happened last week? Because I wasn't paying attention.
I believe there was a minor thread about it on GAF that someone put up. I believe a fan of the show. They just said, here's a show about Dragon Quest VII, 10 minutes a day.
If nobody linked me to it specifically, I can only assume that's because everybody was just shitting on the show in the thread.
No, it didn't get far enough to really be shat on too much. So you lucked out in that respect.
Okay.
No.
Well,
I
let me
didn't
just
anything like that.
address the calls to improve the show. 10 and 10 is not the kind of thing that I'm looking for criticism for. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well then.
And here's something I realized over the week. You know what geniuses have in common with the insane? They both don't listen to criticism. I'm not siding with either camp. I'm just saying. Right. Criticism is for people who work for companies, right? Someone in the company sits you down, says, we don't like your performance. Or, in my case, my supervisor has to come and watch a lesson and criticize everything.
Yeah.
Or criticism is for somebody learning a trade. Like if I want to be a carpenter, my mentor has to be like, don't hold the hammer like this, hold it like this.
Right angles, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. First of all, I shouldn't have been holding it by the claw. That was careless.
Yeah, safety first.
But X in 10, it's not. It has nothing to do with reviewing the game. It has nothing to do with giving impressions of the game, other than what's on my mind. Mm-hmm. It's just me goofing around for 10 minutes a day with a series that I like. It's intended for you to kill time walking your dog or driving to work. That's it.
Okay. I have to do one of those two things?
Yes.
What if I don't have a dog?
Cat?
No.
I'm a flash mob.
All right. Well, that's really all I wanted to say. It's just
no. You're right.
This is nothing new. It's in the same vein of when we whine about people trying to change No More Whoppers. It's like, no, you don't understand what's going on here. This is our audience is ourselves.
I know.
Okay. If anybody wants to listen in, we encourage that. What's up?
But of course, you know that this will happen anyway.
What do you mean?
You could make anything on the internet.
I know.
And people will implant their expectations onto it, and if you don't meet it, then you're an asshole, and you suck, etc. However, let me add that there was, like I said, there was no real humongous criticism of your show.
Right.
The thread pretty much died out anyway, so nobody got enough time to hate it.
Good.
So you made it through that, okay. I think some people on Twitter were just sort of joshing you in that sense.
Okay. Now, one more thing I want to mention. If anybody listening to this bumps that thread, I swear to God, I will put a horse's head in your goddamn bed, okay?
Wow. Okay.
That is not the place for 10 and 10. X and 10. Whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know.
Final Fantasy 7 and 10.
Dragons and wagons.
Oh, boy.
Oh man, I made a jokey Hulk Hogan tweet, and Morden made a Photoshop because he does the X and 10 artwork, the Photoshop, and in the upper right corner there's a little black circle in white text that just says X and 10, and for the Hulk Photoshop he put my face on Hulk and then put the joke name of my Hulk podcast that I was joking about, and then in that upper right circle he wrote Hulk in bulk, which just knocked me over.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's
get back to work here.
This is Puerto Rico.
Just one other thing I wanted to add to that.
Yes.
Is that when you started the 10 and 10, when it was about Dragon Quest 10, it just came out. And there was also a lot of other sorts of videos and impressions type stuff going on at the same time.
Yes.
So I think when you did your podcast at the same time, it sort of got lumped into that expectation of, oh, these are Alex's impressions.
Okay.
This is like a daily review of Dragon Quest X. And I think the same thing sort of happened here because you're doing it on a brand new game.
Yeah, well.
You know, it's sort of treated in the same respect as, here's the launch live stream or whatever, right? I mean, that's just people's brains, I think, sort of subconsciously lump it in with that.
I know, people are idiots.
Yeah.
And
I think that's our point.
Another thing, why would I be lumped in with all that crap when I didn't even start it when the game came out? I waited a couple months to get 10 and 10 off the ground. Is that still a short enough amount of time? Yeah, whatever.
Okay, maybe. But
that's my point.
Okay, I'll take back the 10 part, but the 7 was definitely that situation, I think.
I'm kind of lost.
The new version of a game called Dragon Quest.
Actually, I'm calling about a white
Did you
jaguar.
get that part? Okay.
No.
Okay, never mind then. I'm just saying, like, our point was people are idiots. Let's leave it at that.
Yes. Idiots everywhere.
Just another day at the office for Peter Moore.
That one I missed. Thank you.
I miss you.
Good to have that. Whoa. All right, thank you.
All right, that's all I want to say. Oh, yeah, by the way, folks, listen to X and 10.
Right, yes.
It's pretty great.
You can find it at zin10.libsyn.com.
That's right. I remember you, because we share the Libsyn account. You logged in, you thought it had been taken over by Chinese hackers because
Yes.
you suddenly saw Zin 10.
Yes. That's not a joke.
No, it's not.
I am that stupid. How about another No More Whoppers memory?
You know what? I could go for one. Let's hear
All
it.
right. No More Whoppers memories.
They're putting in a new convenience store.
Oh, fuck. This I want to hear. This has been a No More Whoppers memory.
Oh, man. If only we knew that you would go through the same struggle.
Yeah.
Same kind of... Only I wasn't fighting mine.
Right.
I don't know why you didn't want yours to open, but
No, that was...
I sure did.
That wasn't the...
I was pushing for it. I'm going now.
Thank you.
Thank you for the dinner and a very pleasant evening.
Let's get this media talk out of the way.
All right, let's do it. Folks,
Yeah. Okay.
zombies. We're all them. I don't know how to open these sometimes.
Or will be them.
Okay,
When
eventually.
the virus spreads across the continental United States.
I caught up on The Walking Dead Season 2. I don't have a lot to say about it, so why am I even bringing it up?
You didn't even talk about season 1.
Because
on this show.
I watched it a couple years ago. My friend Brad, who is a flight attendant, picked me up a bootleg copy of the first season on the streets of, I want to say, Hong Kong.
Okay.
And I watched it. It was like VCD quality. It was like, it may have well has been called The Walking Artifacts because that's really all I could say. It was all right, you know. I just didn't understand the appeal of the show at first because it's zombies. Okay, post-apocalyptic wasteland. All right, check. We got it. A band of survivors. Got it. And guns and stuff. Got it. Okay. All right. What's the twist? The twist is there's no twist. It's bog standard zombie apocalypse. Like what okay, what's the hook though?
Yeah.
There is none. It's exactly what you would think it would be. That was my impression of season 1. Season 2, I'm glad I kept up with it because it's I mean the whole thing, really any dramatic piece is only as strong as the characters and actors in it. And that's why I like season 2. You know, you got some good character arcs going on.
That's why people like this show.
Right. People watch us evolve and mature into...
As our memories have shown. No More
Yes, right? We got plenty of them. Here, let me do one right now. No more Whoppers memories.
I'm Ray.
No. There you go. That was on the house. No.
Everything tastes like pee to me.
Okay.
You know, you can have the clips after the show.
I have fun doing music with my mouth though. Or my butt.
Now I know.
Wait a minute. Can I share a real No More Whoppers memory?
Okay. Yeah.
If we're you know we've crossed a year.
Should I play the clip?
Yeah, do it.
No More Whoppers memories.
When I visited you a couple summers ago, when Dragon Quest VI came out on the DS, I bought it with you, and then we went back to your place, and I booted it up on the DS while I was in the bathroom. And I had the volume turned all the way up. And you hear the fanfare. Then and then immediately just...
This has been a No More Whoppers memory. Yep.
It was magical because we didn't even say anything. We just both instantly burst out laughing on the opposite sides of the door.
Yep.
It was a magical moment. Yep. Anyway.
The problem was that I egged you on, didn't I? I egged you on to do that. So
maybe you did.
Partly my fault, I think.
I forget what we were talking about. Oh yeah, Walking Dead. Yeah. What's that?
The Walking Dead. I was gonna say, I always heard from people chattering on Twitter that season 2 was awful.
Well, here's the thing. I thought the first half was fantastic, and then for some reason, in about the middle of the season, I think all the actors and writers got together, and they took an idiot pill together.
Yes.
And it's because every character just starts doing the dumbest, most boneheaded shit for the rest of the season.
Cool.
It's not cool. I don't know that I want to watch season 3 now because of this crap. Characters are acting out of character. They're making dumb decisions. I know it's the apocalypse and everybody's stressed, but come on, you handled the first season and a half fine.
Yeah. That's too bad.
I know.
Well, I'll interject and say that people love the Walking Dead game, the adventure game by Telltale.
Are you thinking of Resident Evil?
No.
Okay.
That's gotten a lot of accolades.
Okay.
For the way it deals with storytelling and player choice and things. So, if you are so disgusted, you might want to check that out.
I've never understood the appeal of video games based on TV or movies, like unless it's something like Batman that's an entire universe and franchise.
Well, Walking Dead is also a comic book.
Oh, I know that, but even a comic book, just like a TV show, has a set narrative, and it starts and finishes. I can't speak. It has a starting and ending point. Yeah, what's up, synonyms? It's like, okay, you can branch out and do all this crap, but I know that eventually I have to wind up at this point. I don't understand the appeal of that.
But I would venture to say that just within its own universe, you have a zombie apocalypse all over the country. It's like, well, you can pretty much zone in on any sort of pocket of people.
Oh, it doesn't just follow the cast of the show and the book?
I don't think so.
Okay, well then that may be interesting then. Okay, I take it back.
Thank you.
I take everything back.
Thank you.
Every good and bad thing I've ever said about you, I take back.
All right. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Alex?
All right, next up. House of Cards. Raymond, you're familiar with space?
Yeah.
All right.
But isn't this not about...
I was trying to connect it to Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, I thought maybe you were going to do that.
This kind of took me by surprise. It's a Netflix original series. I figure if they have crap movie selection, at least I can get some good original TV programming. It is really good, and I'm not a fan of political drama because Kevin Spacey is just fantastic, and he plays a congressman from South Carolina, and hang on, I dropped the toothpick. Butterfingers, 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 But I'm observing a lot. I know it is a Netflix original series, and I can't help but wonder what Netflix's budget is for these things. And in watching the show, it becomes apparent that a lot of the budget, I think, came from product placement.
Uh-huh.
We got Apple, Starbucks, Pizza Hut, PS3, PS Vita. There's even a scene where Congressman Spacey, sits down in a character's living room, sees a PS Vita on the coffee table, says, "Is that a PS Vita? What games does he have?" Talking about the guy's son.
Yeah, people joked about that.
There's a scene where he's playing a PS3 before going to bed one night. And I kind of like that, actually. It's humanizing in a way, because more people do play video games now. My dad plays video games. He doesn't have a PS3 or a Vita, but he loves them.
Right, but would Kevin Spacey?
Yes!
Okay, well...
I don't know, maybe. Also,
you can call him and ask.
I'm pretty sure the working title of the show was House of IMAX. Because it's just every scene.
House of Cards, the app for iPhone, you can send greeting cards to people.
Yes. Oh,
right.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Just every scene, giant blazing Apple logo right in your face. IMAX. This is interesting though. Is every character in the show has an iPhone except for Kevin Spacey. He has a BlackBerry.
Ooh, I see. He's rogue. He's like the Maverick.
I guess he is. Yeah.
That factors into the whole thing, right?
And I'm wondering why they did that. I wonder why they did that. I mean, if they have this deal with Apple, why would they give him a BlackBerry?
I don't know.
I guess if everybody had an iPhone, it would be too obvious. So let's give the guy who the show is based around a different phone and just, have the iPhones be sort of incidental.
Yeah. I guess BlackBerry's sort of the image phone of politicians in real life that way.
That's true, but I thought that was I thought that was on its way out, that image.
Yeah, well, the company certainly is.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they could have a scene where he's fishing on a lake, and they would still put 25-inch iMac right in the boat. Found this on the side of the river.
Sounds luxurious to me.
I wonder who would throw it away. It does sound good.
Now that's escapism. Did you say you don't like many political shows?
I do not. I'm not a big fan of political drama.
So you never saw The West Wing or anything like that?
No.
I still think you should see Veep. If that ever
I have
shows
seen
up.
Veep.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I saw it in America with my sister.
Oh, okay.
On her recommendation.
Thanks for letting me know.
It was all right. You what? What are you, my what's the word? Friend?
Web? Sorry, call back.
I can't into brain.
That's no.
That's my favorite one.
I know.
Keeper. You're not my keeper, right? Why do I have to bring everything to you?
You don't. I just I brought it up to you originally. I thought I was the first person to do so, and
I think you were the first person to do so.
Yeah.
But I ignored you because that's what I do. Okay. And then my sister recommended it, and I'm like, oh, Lily likes this show. I better watch it. Of course, she also recommended Game of Thrones, and look how that turned out.
Well, yeah. Well, you can't win them all.
More teens are having fuck.
I'm sure she regrets that.
I don't think so. No, Veep was all right. I don't know, but it struck me in the same way that Game of Thrones and Homeland did, where there's not a lot of likable characters. It was funny. In a comedy, maybe you don't need as many likable characters as in a drama. Right. A lot of comedy comes from foibles of horrible people. I mean, look at Seinfeld.
I believe it's pronounced foibles.
Thank you. But yeah, I don't know. I get there's this trend of media. TV in specific these days is just getting filled with more and more assholes than before, and I don't know what that is. Yeah. And I meant to make this a topic for an episode in the beginning of the show, but I could never get my thoughts down like in a cohesive way or order. But like the 80s, that's what I meant to write. The 80s were just so oppressively cynical. Like in almost every kind of media was just fuck you, fuck everybody. Everybody was just so full of cocaine. Everything was overly negative and violent and cynical. And in the mid 90s, people kind of broke out of that. But now I feel like it's almost as if it's going back that way again. Like let's make shows with as many assholes as possible because people are assholes. Well, no, I don't want to watch that. Anybody?
I don't know what to tell you. Get on the train or get off.
I'm off.
That's not really a saying.
It's just how trains work.
Yeah. What was that thing we did? Not really a saying.
Oh, this is not a saying?
Yes.
That was a hashtag actually started by my friend Lindsay.
Yeah, that's one of those.
Yeah, those are fun.
Get on the train or get off. I'm such an idiot.
I'm going to tweet that right now.
Yeah.
I'll do it later.
I feel like I should check out House of Cards.
It is very good. And I'm just going to repeat myself. Kevin Spacey's great. All the other characters are good.
David Fincher directed it. Right?
Yeah.
So he's great.
He is great. I like that the Kevin Spacey and his wife are it's not this sort of loveless, phony political marriage. They're actually working together to further his career. The whole thing is like he was looked over for a position that the president-elect promised him before the campaign, and then he kind of reneged on that. So now Congressman Spacey is pissed off.
I think his character actually has his own name.
Oh, yes, Frank Underwood. That is his name, okay. Francis Underwood. Congressman Underwood is pissed off and plotting
to Kerry.
A counteroffensive. No, I don't think.
Okay. No. Well,
that is so Alex.
All right. That's.
Hold on a second.
What's up?
Time out.
Okay. Huh. Dude. Talk to me.
There is some sort of faint telephone conversation.
What the hell?
Coming into my ear.
What's that called? PvP? No, EMP? EVP? AVP? When you can hear ghosts on your...
I don't think that's it.
I'm going to go with AVP. Whoever wins, we're haunted?
Right.
All right.
But yeah, you know, I don't know if you have any more media, Alex, but...
No, but I do have one thing to say about Dragon Quest.
All right, hit me.
I was walking around one of my schools last week, and after cleaning time, there were a bunch of kids in the band room playing the Dragon Quest fanfare music. It was pretty awesome.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, on like a piano and drums. I don't think they have any brass in the school, but there was a girl on the piano and a kid on the drums, and another guy on the triangle. I'm sure he was doing a lot of work.
They do have official Dragon Quest sheet music.
Yes, they do.
So,
yes,
did they have that?
Yes, they did.
Oh, cool.
It was really cool. The problem is that I'm glad they're playing it. The fanfare, to me, is one of the most boring pieces because it's in every single game, and sometimes they change up the beginning of it. Oh my god!
Right.
Why don't they play some of the classics from individual games? That would be great.
Yeah. Okay.
What? What's wrong with that?
The new version of a game called Dragon Quest.
Yes.
With new music, yeah. No, I get it. That's sweet though.
I really don't want to hear any more Whoppers.
Oh, you got that Brass album, right?
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that.
That we talked about a couple weeks ago.
That's right. I ordered it off Amazon. It's great to have it back. I prefer it. I'm sorry. Let me explain. It's called Dragon Quest IV in Brass 2.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't think there's a Dragon Quest IV in Brass 1.
The Brassin.
Thank you. The brass. That was Marky Mark's finest.
Live for your brass hard. No, just move on. Move on.
No, you got me thinking now.
No, don't encourage me. Don't encourage yourself. Just move on.
Okay, I'm sorry. The Empire Strikes Brass.
Jesus. I think there was a first album. Yeah, first edition of that.
I bought this in high school originally.
Why wouldn't there?
And I had it. You went there?
Why wouldn't there be?
Oh, okay. I thought you went to my high school. How did we miss each other? I had this. I had my entire CD wallet stolen from the band bus in high school. Pretty sure it was the asshole Phil from the drumline. Because who else would it be? The band bus.
Oh my. Okay.
Dude, wait a minute. Do you think I said something else?
Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, I had all my CDs stolen in high school, and that CD was among them. I'm sure the guy was fucking elated when he opened up the CD wallet and found video game soundtracks and They Might Be Giants catalog to date. I'm sure that's exactly what he wanted. Jesus. So yeah.
I was missing then.
I bought. Yeah, I guess that was out. Okay. I bought it on Amazon used for 350 yen.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And shipping was that much as well. So
just
700 yen.
Couple
of shells. 700 yen later, I am reunited with it. It's a great album. In the years in between, I actually bought the orchestrated version of that, thinking it was that. Like, yeah, I had this. It was. I don't know where that voice came from. And it's not as good. The full orchestra. The orchestra gets in the way. Okay, this is all about brass.
Right.
Big fan of brass. Big brassy tone. Right?
Big brass of brassness.
There you go. The Odd Life of Timothy Brass. And I'm glad to have it back.
Just want to grab a hold of that brass and just,
You can't handle the brass.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
The Brass and the Furious. It's a very nostalgic album for me. It's great.
Brassmasters.
God damn it! Brassel Star Galactica.
I'm done.
Brasselfield Earth. I could do this all day.
I know you could.
It's a very nostalgic album for me. I'm glad to have it back, and that's it. I'm in a good mood.
Good, great. It's a great album. Like I said before, the Brass albums are the best ones.
They
the
are
best sounding ones to me.
Well, I'm
so
a
if
big
you like
fan.
your Dragon Quest in Brass, go ahead and check out Dragon Quest in Brass, the albums.
Thank you. I'm a big fan of Brass. I've been playing Brass since the 3rd grade. Well, I kind of stopped, 8 years ago. I played the trumpet. I started playing the trumpet when I was in 3rd grade, and that devolved into the French horn.
Right.
Which, by the way, was when, I don't know if you know this, but when we applied for after we got hired at the GIA, I think Nick Maragos shared with me the notes that they were keeping on us during the application process. And for mine, it was like positives, writes well and in a GIA style, knowledgeable about games. And then the negatives, it's like, has a girlfriend, plays the French horn.
I do remember that.
Those were the two.
That's actually one of the chief things I remember.
Well, what was yours? Okay. Oh, that just came out. Anyway. Yeah, hey, I'm not ashamed of the French horn. It's a proud instrument.
Good. Don't let them get you down.
I won't.
From 10 years ago. Those bastards who are now my friends.
They'll get what's coming. All right, that's it. I bought an album that I lost a while ago. I've been reunited. Yeah, I wanted to mention, I think the other thing I want to bring up is that I don't pirate stuff, like except with the exception of retro game ROMs. Like, that's about it. But even when I did, like, I don't know, I stopped pirating stuff 3-4 years ago. But even when I was downloading stuff, I could never find that album. Like a torrent or on video game music websites, it was never anywhere. I'm sure it's probably there now, but 3, 4, or 5 years ago, I could not find it, and I don't know why.
It's probably on my computer.
Yeah, probably.
Who knows? You know how to fix that for later. Just saying.
What?
Come over to the dark side.
No.
All right. Never mind then.
I'm not having this conversation with you.
All right, fine.
I'm having this conversation with you.
Thank you for the dinner and a very pleasant...
No, wait, that's the wrong drop.
There's a No More Whoppers Black Ops.
Honey, I shrunk at the Pope.
That one I don't miss. Although it is topical.
Just get on the plane.
Okay. Anyway, let's take a break. We'll be back with more of the show, including maybe fan fun.
Yes, we're gonna do Brass Fun.
Yeah. Stay tuned. Folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers. You know it well, I hope. Alex, it is now time for another No More Whoppers memory. Our last one this week. Here we go.
All right.
No More Whoppers memories.
I'm going to kill you. I don't care how much the ticket costs.
This has been a No More Whoppers memory. I said, look forward to more of those.
I would just like to point out I am a man of my word. And I did not give a time frame.
Well, perhaps in 2013.
All right.
The new No More Whoppers.
Please look forward to it.
And now, Alex, I believe it is time for Fan Fun.
Fan Fun. We love the Fan Fun. Where we talk about your name. In a good way. Maybe you like the Facebook page. Possibly. And then you send us stories and then money. Maybe. A lot of it. And you get $1 for a second. Wait, no, you get a second for $1. And then there's some other things. We hope it doesn't offend you. It might. But we like it anyway. And oh god, what? Yes. First off, donors. I'm sorry, donor. We have one donor. Okay. This person is anonymous. All right, I can't say his or her name. I mean, I can pronounce it, but he doesn't. Right. She fuck. Bob doesn't. Fuck. I can't say it.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am ready.
And go.
All right. Thanks, purpose, for a great movie podcast. Awesome. I can solemnly swear that this money will be used to buy a ticket to find Ray. All right. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have a great movie podcast.
We do.
Really, nothing wrong with that statement.
No more.
No more popcorn.
No more.
No more Juji fruits. Improv.
Yes, and.
Jeez. All right, great. Thanks, Donar.
Good stuff. All right, we also got Facebook likes. Hang on a sec. Before we get into the Facebook likes, of which we have very few this week, I'd like to say something.
Oh, okay. What's up?
I noticed that a lot of names on the Facebook page are there for like a day and then they're gone. If you're trying to get on the show without having to go through the public shame of liking our page, it does not work that way.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no enchanted burger robot adding you to some permanent list as soon as you click like once. I sift through at 2 or 3 unspecified times during the week, and if your name is there, you're gold. If your name disappears, guess what? Then your name disappears from the show. That's it.
Yeah. Wow. People are being weird.
I know. Folks, liking the No More Whoppers page is not going to cost you your job. You will not be ousted from the community. Okay. Yeah.
Is this
fine.
A thing? Like, does this happen to other shows who do this?
I don't know.
Sort of thing? This is very odd to me.
I don't know, but I'm about to read. I'm about to read a few names.
You know what? I don't like the page. You know why? I don't want my family knowing. Period. So I just don't do it.
I can't blame you.
I don't care if I'm not on the show or not. I just don't do it.
I can't do this alone.
Well, I meant in the spirit.
Oh.
It'd be great if you did do a like about me. I'd love to hear what my mangled name would be.
Oh, that would be fun. Could you like the page?
Maybe not, no.
Damn it.
We'll see. We'll see. It would have to be really good, though, for you to,
part sunlight, part where you keep horses, and then a word that doesn't exist. This is really hard.
Yeah. That's why I would give you the time to do it. Okay. Anyway, let's continue.
All right, here we go. Facebook likes. Ready?
No, yes, go.
You may remember No More Whoppers from our appearance on The John Sullivan Show. Pulp Fiction ROM hack Winfield Hawthorne. Hey, TV Land Trivia. DJ Tanner's full name is actually Daniel Jacques Tanner. And don't forget to check out my 30 Rock fan art, Kenneth Downs. A glass of milk. We only got 4 this week.
Yeah. No. Still good.
I hope so.
You did your best. That's
Thanks.
Good. Thank you, everyone who did that and didn't cheat. Didn't try to game the system.
Yes. Shit, I didn't mean to hit that. I mean, we are friends.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. That being said, Raymond. Var Nords.
Please call me Ray.
David. Overnerds. Countless dungeons I've explored. Contact boys and circuit board. Mythology master's degree. Made my own materia. Ask around the EB. The worst offender is me.
Yes, Over Nerds. Stories of extreme nerdery in or around you.
Are you going to say that every week?
I have to, yes. I'd like to let people know what it's about.
I thought the title was self-explanatory.
No, it's not.
Well, shouldn't the theme song...
Not everybody listens to Stop Podcasting Yourself, I'm afraid, so you need to explain that.
No, but they know what the word overheard
also,
means.
It's just a kind service to do on a show, okay?
All right, fine.
Sorry, I'm trying to maintain a format. You're always about breaking down formats. I don't understand it.
I am. What do you know? It's not the kind of thing that was... Is this intended to be in the show?
No.
Okay, good. All right, well, I'm not going to argue. Our first one comes from a Matt Malarkey.
Wow. Well,
Raymond,
this better be a believable story.
Oh, I think it is the most believable we've ever received.
All right.
He says, in my younger and more formidable years, I was an insufferable film snob who took great umbrage with those with no film criticism credentials making armchair assessments of movies. I had no problem telling a person to kindly shut up when they were clearly out of their depth. The most egregious example of this cavalier dressing down was when I sent a passive-aggressive email to Alex of the Whopper Boys. I held nothing back and felt satisfied in my insightful criticism. Well, you can imagine how that smug grin was wiped right off my face when he served me up some life lessons a la the Goofus and Gallant comic strip in Highlights magazine. I thought I was providing helpful feedback about the dangers of adding a What You Been Watching segment to a podcast when that segment is already so boring and overused in others. In fact, I was being a dreaded overnerd. Needless to say, that was a long time ago. Thanks to Alex's insights, I'm a more mature person now. Matt Malarkey. Thanks, Matt!
It's about changing lives.
It is. That's what we're here for.
That's really what it's all about. Changing lives.
One life at a time.
I'm taking it back. It takes real insight and real courage as well.
It does
to send that sort of thing in.
It's not easy to make. Have you ever had to have that conversation with your parents? You sit down on the couch, like, Mom, Dad, I'm an overnerd. It's not easy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, Mom, Dad, I've made ignorant statements toward a podcast.
That goes without saying.
Okay, whatever.
You say, Mom, Dad, I have to tell you something about me. I'm an overnerd. And your mom's like, this is all my fault. And then your dad is like, oh, yeah, I've had my suspicions. I'm going to kill you. Wow, that sounded like me. Yeah. It's not an easy thing to say is what I'm saying. So I think Matt scores some big points for being able to come out of I don't know, what's the overnerd equivalent of the closet?
I don't. There are so many things you could use, I guess.
The basement?
Yeah, the basement. The
garage?
The Yoshi shirt.
Okay.
Something like that,
The Suncoast.
Right. I would never want to be seen coming out of a Suncoast, let me tell you.
Oh, no.
Rest in peace.
And we miss Matt.
No. Yeah. Well, do we have... Yeah, no. Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right.
Do you have any other overnerds?
We do. We have one more from a gentleman called Bull Harvey.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Are you sure it's not Paul Harvey?
Oh, you know what? Hang on. Yeah, I was misreading that.
Okay, good.
Paul Harvey writes, hey guys, I have an overnerd for you.
Page 2.
Hey guys, I have an overnerd for you. I'm a pretty big sci-fi fan, and also a reasonably behaved gamer. One night while playing Halo 2 with my friends, an exploding barrel was destroyed. One of my friends said, I wonder why they explode. Having just beaten the level in single player that explains this, and armed with the knowledge of similar things from the books I had read, I went on a roughly 5-minute long explanation of the way you could mine gas giants and whatnot. As I wrapped up, my friend turned to me and simply said, Nerd alert! This was a term our group used whenever anyone said something ridiculously nerdy. Needless to say, this would not be the last time I received a nerd alert. Thanks for the great podcast, and feel free to use all or any of that story. Thanks. Thank you, Bull Harvey.
Such an epic story.
I don't think you should be hanging out with those friends.
Yeah, maybe not.
Nerd alert, come on. I don't know. I'm against the nerd alert.
Yeah.
Is it shameful to know things, to have knowledge?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's not like you were in the middle of a food court when this happened, were you?
No, I wasn't.
Not talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Talking to Bull Harvey.
Well, I was just thinking back.
You think he's related to Bull Harvey Oswald?
Yeah, probably.
All right, good. I hope so. Well, maybe it's just in the way that I read the email. I'm sure that a group of friends does it in good jest. Is that an expression?
Yeah, no. Good humor.
Okay. All right. In great humorous jest, I think they did it.
Good-natured jesting.
Yes. Actually, my ex-girlfriend, the one that watched Lupin with me, she was Japanese, but anytime I said or did something dirty, she would just shout, "Nerd!" Which was pretty great, looking back on it.
That does sound great. Yeah.
But she's married now.
Yeah, well.
All right, that's all I got. That's all we got for Over Nerds. Damn it. Not yet.
Sorry. Well, I would just say it's better than yelling out over nerd. Like, let's hope that doesn't catch on.
No, yeah.
Maybe that'll be even more hurtful.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be malicious. You know, the entire point of the Over Nerd segment is to lead people to correcting their ways, like our good friend Matt Malarkey did.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying. We are. I'm not going to say we're not trying to shame anybody. We're trying to shame you, horrifically, and in doing so, maybe cause you to rethink. You know, the things that you drape on yourself when you do walk across campus, that kind of thing.
Yes, exactly. So that does it for Over Nerds?
Yes, I think so.
All right, great. Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
And, gosh, I guess it's time to wrap up the show.
Shut up! We got one more thing. This is not an Over Nerd. It is an email sent to the No More Whoppers.
You don't have to yell at me. You don't have to. I
don't?
No.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
I'm a human being, too. I have feelings.
Shove it! All right. We got an email from a Brandon Powell.
That's my Alex.
God damn it.
Sorry, Brandon who?
Powell.
Okay.
And the name Powell sticks with me and is for some reason very nostalgic because the first time I heard it was on The Simpsons.
Okay. I think that was Mr. Plow.
I hate you so much. Are you kidding? Are you being serious right now?
No. Of course not.
All right.
Wow, finally took him over the edge. I'll be getting some ice now.
No ice for me, thanks. Brandon Powell writes, I have a question regarding you guys just getting into podcasts or blogging or whatever. You guys have different personalities, so if you both have a minute, I wouldn't mind getting your take on this.
Okay.
1. Do you find it difficult putting that much of your lives out there? No More Whoppers, and to a lesser degree X and 10, are very personal. In a way, it's kind of brave of you two to just let strangers get to know you in that way. Number 2, how do you guys promote yourselves other than Facebook, Twitter, etc.? That's all. I haven't listened to the new podcast. I bet it's rad. Keep it up. Oh, Alex, have you got the ball rolling on any of the legal crap for your bar? And then the email ends abruptly. All right, thank you, Brandon. Let's do those in reverse order. Legal crap? No, I'm waiting for my good friend to sign on as CEO or not. If he does, then I can take care of the big legal stuff, specifically incorporating and applying for a loan.
Well,
how do we?
There was that bit of bar news I was expecting. The fact that he didn't sign on to CEO yet.
No, but
where was that an hour ago?
Listen, they say no news is good news. In this case, it's the opposite. No news is bad news, and it's
fine.
All
okay,
right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. It just bugs me a little.
Yelling. All right. Let's.
Speaking calmly.
How do we promote ourselves other than Facebook and Twitter? I don't think we do.
No.
Do we? No. We did that spot we made the one up spot, but that was it. I don't know what that's even called. Bumper? No. What is that called? You know words.
A promo.
Promo! There we go. NoMoWo promo.
Yes, exactly.
Promo Whoppers. We did that. That's about it, really. It's most of the stuff we do by word of mouth and just Twitter. And Facebook.
And, I've told Alex there are ways to enhance that. You could buy some ads maybe with some of that money we have. Not great ads or anything, just little bits, the usual sorts of tiny boxes.
What about on the side of a bus?
No.
Are you missing No More Whoppers right now?
No.
No?
No. It would have to be a really small bus line.
How about over in front of urinals, above urinals?
Maybe.
Or in the UK, urinals.
We could just stamp it on urinal cakes.
Oh, that would work.
For example.
Okay.
Or condom wrappers.
That works
machines.
too. Well,
yeah.
I don't know that those are great ideas.
It's not a lot of money, is what I'm saying.
So
give it a try.
But so
you're the one that has all the money.
Are you saying that we're not going to laser etch our logo into the moon?
It's a possibility. It's just not totally feasible. Okay.
Okay.
We have to look at our 5-year plan, not our 20-year plan.
All right. God, it would just be horrifying to look at the 20-year plan for No More Whoppers.
If any podcast makes it that far, I'd be surprised.
Year 17 made it to Congress. It's never going to not make me laugh.
By next episode it won't.
I doubt it.
Okay.
All right, and then the first question, I believe, is the biggest one. Do you find it difficult putting your personal lives out there? The shows are very personal. It's kind of brave of you to do that. What do you think?
No, I don't find it hard because there's plenty that I don't talk about.
Me too.
There's plenty that I maintain privately.
All right, the heroin, the mercy killings, the 3DO. Okay, we leave those things out.
The Nazi gold.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I said weeks ago, I talked about the depression stuff, but it was not super hard or challenging for me because there were parts of that also that I left out, and it was. But I still felt it was important to talk about, just based on the guy killing himself.
Yes,
but that was a special case, I suppose, too.
I think
other things, yeah, and other things are just maybe too boring to talk about. Like I could tell you every week, I still don't have a job, still don't have a job, still don't have a job, and it wouldn't really.
We get it. Stop bragging about how much free time you have.
Thanks. But that's not really.
No.
That's not spilling my guts.
Well, no. I think if and when we're able to take those things and turn them into a viable topic for an episode, I think. That is doing something that most shows do not do. I think a lot of shows are too afraid to get personal about stuff, especially because nerd podcasts are sort of predicated around this alpha male sort of, hey, look how badass I am. Look how great I am at Devil May Cry or whatever. I don't know what they talk about on video game podcasts. But I think that being able to do that, I'm not saying we're the only ones who do it. There's a lot of podcasts who do it. I think being able to talk about those things, it gives us a very vulnerable human quality that not a lot of shows do have or do have enough of. I don't know. One of the reasons I like the Todd Glass show is because he does that. He's very, very open about stuff. And it's very humanizing, and I like to listen to the show for that reason.
Do you know he's gay?
What?
How about that?
Man. Unsubscribe.
I think also maybe just, we're not professional comedians, but we do sort of have that comedian sensibility of just sort of wanting to talk about ourselves in a way that is somewhat humorous, and that's our way of dealing with it. Yes,
it is. Humor has always been pretty much the only way I know how to get shit out.
Yeah.
And now that I'm living in a country that is not big on mental health, this is really the only outlet that I have for this stuff.
Yeah.
Like recording No More Whoppers is the only time I get to do this, and it makes me feel so much better, the day after.
Yeah. Well, I live in a country with mental health, and I still don't use it. So,
well, I think you should. If I were you, I would. You know?
Hear that, David Springate? Send in your money.
I don't want you breaking down and doing something you regret, like buying another Love Plus.
That was for the magazine. I wanted to do that.
You should never want to hurt yourself.
Alex.
What's up?
It was fine. It actually sold better than I thought it would, so. The magazine, that is.
I'm sure.
So, yeah. Screw you.
Hey! Now you're pissing me off.
Who went wee-wee in my canteen?
I'm Alex.
I am he. Anyway, thank you, Brandon, for your email. I hope we've addressed your points.
Yeah, I hope so, too. All right.
That's all I got.
Okay, so is that all we got for fan fun?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to
winding down the show.
Winding down the show fun.
Sure hope you have a gold subscribers in mind.
Do I have to make a theme song for this one?
No.
We're winding down the show, and we're about to finish the show, and we're going to remind you to go to places on the web and listen to X and 10 and follow us on Twitter. PITOHUI. I'm going to kill you. Turkey in the straw, all rights reserved.
All right.
Okay.
Let us end the show then. Folks, thank you again for submitting stuff to us. And if you want to do that, you can do that in a variety of ways. You can do that Facebook.com/NoMoreWhoppers. Our main site, NoMoreWhoppers.com. Tumblr.
Do not go to NoMoreWhoppers.com. Do not.
Tumblr kind of already is Cumbler. I mean,
you know, if
you look in the right spot.
If that's not an actual domain yet, in a few years it will be.
Well, yeah, you're right. So, NoMoreWhoppers.tumblr.com is where you can find our main site, but also our donate button. Send us some money, however much you want, and that will get you both liking the page in a legitimate way. Will get Alex sort of poking fun of your name in a good way, and donating will also let Alex tell your life story.
Yeah, how you came to be. Mm-hmm. How you came to be Magneto.
It's like our own little Ken Burns documentary.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Why not, right? Okay. And over nerds. Stories of crazy nerd stuff, whatever. If it's good enough for the show, we will read it. You send it to us at nomorewhoppers@gmail.com.
That's right.
Or just check out the Facebook again. I mean, if you want to message us there, whatever.
Humor in uniform. We're always looking for more of those. All right. Life in these United States.
Right. Well,
I haven't read Reader's Digest in 12 years. What are the other ones?
Okay.
I would skim through and just read the joke sections.
All right. Thanks.
I can't be the only one.
No, probably not. Anyway. Be nice on iTunes. We are on iTunes. Give us a good rating. Be nice on the review.
Yeah.
If you want to. Better than being mean, because we won't read it anyway. So, just be nice.
Ray.
What?
Are you a train?
No, but my train is here.
Okay, good.
I'd better get on it or get off.
Oh, that's a classic No More Whoppers moment.
Yeah, it is extra loud today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Did you move at all?
No.
Okay.
Yes, I moved 50 feet closer to the trap.
Why would you do that?
I'm recording in a tent.
You're just going to have to pay key money again.
We're on location in a tent 50 feet from my home. Twitter, No More Whoppers. And we have personal Twitters. Alex, who are you?
I'm Patui, P-I-T-O-H-U-I.
And I am RTB_AAA. And finally, Alex's great podcast side project, 7 in X10.
Snow, Ray.
Okay, sorry, excuse me. Snow in 10.
No!
Snow in no.
X Factor.
Okay.
Listen to it's X in 10, now it's 7 in 10. The name is just X in 10, but I'm calling it a cycle. This cycle is 7 in 10. I'm playing Dragon Quest 7 on the 3DS. This is not intended to be any kind of a let's play or a review or even impressions. It's just me goofing around in a video game, making myself laugh, doing dumb voices. Listen to it while you walk your dog. That's it.
Okay.
I promise nothing more.
All right. Well, just don't feel like you have to say that every week. People will get it if they get it. The right people will get it. That's what I always like to say.
I'm asking you.
This and all this. Okay. But yeah, that's it for us. Alex, thanks for being a sport.
Anytime.
I hope you and the listeners enjoyed our No More Whoppers memories. We'll have more. Like I said, indeterminate amount of time. We'll keep doing it.
All right.
Keep doing this.
All right, Ray, thank you for being such a good sport. And gold subscribers, stick around till after the show. We turn on no clipping mode and fall into the core of the earth.
Now or later?
Now.
So loud today.
I'm sorry.
Thank God I'm home alone.
Kevin!
I'm gonna get that little twerp.
Boy, you'd think he would say cunt.
Okay. No more Whoppers memories.
Air circulation.
This has been a No More Whoppers memory.